andũ maumaga ng'ongo na ng'ongo, na andũ acio makiuma ng'ongo na ng'ongo rĩ, ng'ongo, wanaigua ng'ongo kana ũkaigua mũgĩkũyũ akiuga mũndũ ũcio nĩ wa ng'ongo cia mwena ũrĩa, tũraria ũhoro wa kĩndũ gĩgwĩtwo ũritũ wa ciugo icio kana what you call the frequency. So ũngĩthikĩrĩria wega nĩ ũkũigua ng'ongo nĩ haroka kĩndũ ta mũgongo, we nĩũĩ mũgongo kĩndũ kĩroka na mũgongo nĩ handũ ũngĩkuo, kana hihi tuge ng'ongo nĩ tũraria ũhoro wa rũgongo, yani that direction, mwena ũrĩa ũngĩ. So andũ nĩ maumaga ng'ongo na ng'ongo makarĩha mbeca nyingĩ mũno, they have to save most of their lifetimes to just come to Africa to see the big five, or rather to see the animals in Masai Mara. Kũrĩ thayũ? Ũcio nĩ Njenga wa Mũthaka. Njenga wa Mũthaka nĩ mũmbũi wa mbarĩ ya Mbu, koguo akĩigua aigua nĩ mũmbũi ũkamenya ũcio nĩ mũhĩrĩga, nĩ airĩtu amwe arĩa kenda a what you call Gĩkũyũ mena mũmbi, ti Gĩkũyũ e wiki, Gĩkũyũ mena mũmbi. The thought and feelings, their descendant feelings, amwe nĩ Ambũi, ũrikane tũkĩaria ũhoro wa mythology na allegory, mũthĩ ndora tũkwaria ũhoro wa mĩtĩ. See, kwaria ũhoro wa rũrĩra, kwaria ũhoro wa, if you look carefully you can see, if you know how to see, you can see it right there, you can see the pattern. Kwaria ũhoro wa rũrĩra, tũkwaria ũhoro wa umbilical cord na maũndũ mangĩ ta mau. Mũthĩ nĩ Thursday, we've been that energy now. So Kamau ndakũgeithia, tagwo Njogu wa Kamau kana Collins, tiga kũrĩa Masai Mara. So the people who go to Masai Mara nĩ moĩ ũhoro wa family ya nyau icio. Okay, there's a group of families of what you call leopards, citagwo the big five. It's a family ĩrũmĩrĩirwo kuma tene nĩ andũ a BBC. Nĩ family ngumo mũno, mũndũ wothe ũthiaga Masai Mara yuaga akĩũria have you seen the five, the super five. Citagwo, there's a nickname for them, the five of them. I have seen them, I've been to Mara not once, not twice. I've done the Masai Mara marathon. I've stayed at the Interpret camp. Ugiwa mũno ikaita Interpret camp, umenya Interpret camp no akorwo nĩ Kolanda landire Mara. It's on the other side of Mara. You have to take those small matatus from Wilson that fly and land in the Interpret camp. Nĩ ya mũtongoria wanyu, nĩ ya mbarĩ cia Kenyatta. Very beautiful camp, of course. So yesterday, it's a family of five cats born together. So yesterday, they turned around and they killed one of their own. Turari horo wa nyamu. Turari horo wa leopards in the wild. So they turned around and killed one of their own, one of their sister, one of their siblings. Keyword, siblings. Now, nĩngwĩraga maita maingĩ, nyendaga gũkũririkania that you are not your family, that mũrũ wa nyũkwa kana mũrũ wa mwarĩ wa nyũkwa is just that. Nĩ gũciaranĩrwo mũciaranĩirwo nake. Nĩkĩo mũndũ ũngĩtua kũmũ introduce ũguo, ũyũ nĩ mwarĩ wa maitũ. So ũyũ nĩ maitũ no nĩ mwarĩ wake, no nĩ sister yaku. Okay, nĩ mwarĩ wa nyũkwa, ndugaga nĩ mwarĩ witũ, ndugaga you have to understand why we talk about this as a language. Ukaigua nĩ harĩ kĩndũ twĩtaga bro code, tũthi rũthiomi-inĩ rwa gĩthũngũ. Ukaigua nĩ harĩ kĩndũ twĩtaga sisterhood. Twathi harĩ ha sister, twacoka na kũrĩa gĩthomo-inĩ, okorwo nĩ the convents and everything, tũkaria ũhoro wa Sister Mary, tũkaria ũhoro wa the sisters in the convent. So the convent is a place that na uririkane rĩtwa convent is the same frequency as the coven. So we have a lot of feminists on Twitter, nĩ makoragwo na hashtag metaga coven. Very bitter women, very disappointed, lost, metaga feminists. They forget that there's nothing you can do with feelings. Feelings remains just feelings, and there's nothing we can do with feelings. Nĩguo mũndũ akĩeheria ma feelings haha. Okay, so you have to understand it's not about women. You're not a woman, you're a female, feminine, a vortex. You receive a walking vibration, something very beautiful. Atumia re, or rather, let me use the word Eve, or rather, let me use the word feminine. Nĩo mevata nginya gũkĩra okay, everything is a balance. You have to balance the male and the female because you need both of them. You need the thought and the feeling. But if you take away the women, there can be no men. If you take away the nurturing, there can be no men. If you take away the wombs, there can be no creation. Nikio metagwo Mobi. Mobi ni creator. Kwa mũndũ nĩ aroba na nyũngũ. So, hĩndĩ Mũgĩkũyũ-inĩ rĩ, hĩndĩ ĩno waiguĩte nĩ kwarĩ na before the matriarchal system, no, before the patriarchal system, we had a matriarchal system, and the women were in charge. And then the men decide the only way mangĩhinyĩria mũtumia to gũtiakĩrĩ mbara yoka na mũthũngũ rĩ, nĩ gwĩka atĩ nĩ kũhinyĩrĩria atumia. So mahinyĩrĩria atumia na kĩ? Na gũciara. So atumia arĩa marĩ in positions of leadership na kĩ rĩ, athuri magĩthiĩ magĩcira nĩ mythology na allegory, makĩmaciarithia mũno o atĩ rĩu nginya nĩ maramoria rĩu rĩ mũngĩgĩathana atĩa no gũciara mũraciara rĩu, no gũciara rĩu we nĩ ũthire leave ya kũgĩa mwana we, so we no ũrongithia. So you get, so it was like a psychological war. So the women said no. Na marega rĩ, matishire the men, makĩmera atĩrĩrĩ, tũtigũtira tũkĩgucania. All we have to do, we are going to kill all the male childs. Gwĩciria naigua karũgano kahanaine na kau, ũkaigua atĩ he mũthamaki wathanire ciana ciothe cia ciaro cia kahĩĩ ciũragwo. Oka Mũgĩkũyũ-inĩ nĩ ũgũkora rũgano rũu atĩ Mũgĩkũyũ akiuga akũraga ciana ciothe cia kahĩĩ. So atumia othe makĩrana Agĩkũyũ, twaciara kana gothe ga kahĩĩ tũgagaita. Nĩkĩ? Nĩgetha tũtige gwathwo nĩ andũ aya marenda gũtwatha, gũtũhinyĩrĩria. And then the thoughts, the Adams, the Gĩkũyũ, the men, the masculine, the male decided to back down because that is a threat. So waigua rĩrĩa waigua twana tuothe twa tũhĩĩ tũragwo, tiga kuona tũhĩĩ tũrathuma. Stop seeing penises. Get your mind out of the gutter. Get your mind out of the 3D. Elevate your mind. You are powerful beings beyond measure, but you have been programmed to the lowest of the low, to the lowest animalistic states, to the point where you need to anatoa kahe, wesiria kahe karwa mete gage thuguma. Doing a mentality igi. Doing a mentality a descended thought. Kurithayo. So in other words, let's kill all the thoughts, aka there'll be no more thinking in this land. We'll be thinking for you. We'll be deciding for you. We'll be deciding what to post, what to like. They have taken away the dislike button. You cannot dislike in the video. It is there, but once you click, it does not show dislike. So you are not supposed to have a thought. Your thoughts don't matter. Abamuti na mina nonsense ya BLM. Na umogera ali horo wa voices matter riu. Ogera ali horo wa all voices matter. AVM. Now they have shown you your thoughts don't count. So why have I seen this story again? 2,000 years ago, when they were tearing down everything to build up again. Now there is no malakwira ya gamuno BBB. Malakwira wakari ege better. So, tumeruganirwa moyo koyo, because you have to understand, you have to understand what is happening in the world today. We have been here 2,000 years ago. In fact, we have been here 144,000 so plus years for this kind of energies. Then what you call body temperature disorder a little bit. Ilandarika mugoda muno. Nege boga mna mai na vaivo. Stay too much in the cold. So I almost got what you call body temperature disorder. You cannot catch a disease. You cannot catch a virus. Nekio wathi thibitari uthimago temperature. Because for us to understand what is wrong with you, we have to check your environment. How are you vibrating in your environment? What is your temperature? AKA temperament. Temperament is how you are. How so egeto temperature. Makainenya ga thermometer, stupid thermometer. Ugekirwo haha tukonagana ni ura match the outside. If you are too hot, then we know you are not matching with the environment around you. So we need to bring your temperature down. We need to give you carpo to lower your fever, to make you match the environment you are in, aka ohana thamaki hiyo eketio aquarium ina mai mahehu ni guthukia thamaki iria ingi kiogo citikehota ku understand the temperament, the temperature. Kino kirakia muthenya ungi kia diseases. A disease cannot exist inside you, because inside you is another environment. Tidoke enyo ni adu biology, NASA, Harvard, doctors, yet they cannot cure anything. They can only give you side effects. They can only divert that attention. They can only play with your psyche, what you call a placebo effect, because they understand your psyche. They understand being sick. When you are sick, sickly, that shady, that slippery thing, that snaky feeling, that, okay, once you are sick, followed with the I, individual, followed by Gmail, Aleph, Beta, C, Gmail, C, container, no ginyoheo medaiga, so you can contain. You're already sick. You're in the energy of C. 3. C, cup, container, no ginyoheo dawa. Na K, you know what is a K? Kilo. Nyabura, tahoria thimu yaku. Okay? Okay. Thank you. So, your phone is very distracting. It's not the music, it's that frequency. Whatever they are putting in your videos as children, it's just, those are weaponized things you are holding. You can change the video. So, okay, aboreki. Now, utuma koreu. tumasik hospital kurwara nja rũa ũkĩrũragũrwo ũthiĩ kuona ndagĩtarĩ no ũtiho mbũgũ yuma. Women threatening to kill the boys 2,000 years ago. It's actually not 2,000 years ago, it's actually 450 years ago. Ona mũtinda mũkĩheo gũtiarĩ mĩaka 2,000 mĩhĩtũku. It was just 144,000 years ago. The 144 makandĩkwo ibuku-inĩ no rũgano rũtiekĩkire hĩndĩ ĩyo. But that is the what you call the timeline. A timeline nĩ kĩndũ gĩtagwo, the word timeline means an event line. It's an event line. Okay? Mbũgũ ĩno ndiuma ya kĩrĩa maũndũ ma mbũgũ ĩno yuma ya kĩrĩa ya tumia. Nĩndĩramenya tũkuonete haha umbilical cord no ti ũguo ndĩrenda yũke. Ndĩrenda yũke ũguo. House cord. Exactly. Thank you, my spiritual predecessors. Back to Masai Mara. So, rĩu nĩ njenga wa mũthako ũrakwĩra na gũkũririkania rĩrĩa ũgakua ume environment ĩno transform the environment ĩngĩ, what you call death. You have to understand that death is like an orgasm. If you've ever had an orgasm, most of you have never had orgasms, but you do have what you call release. You do release and assume that's orgasm, but there's a difference. So those who have had orgasms know what I'm talking about. So death, when you are going through that death, it's a process. You are going through something. Nikio ena TH. Nikio birth ena TH. Harya mwiso. It's the frequency, it's not the word. So when you are going through the birth canal, remember, if there's no baby coming through the birth canal, Najegawa mthaka ehau anyitite bamboo stick agĩingĩra birth canal agĩkorwo hĩndĩ ĩyo ndĩrahũthĩka, there's a good feeling and you have to go in to the birth canal in the beginning. So you are going into a genesis. Something can begin there, and that is why even sometimes you have to go through a birth canal, what you call the vagina, not the cervix, the vagina, not the opening, no, that V for vendetta, that vision, that V, it's a vision. Anything that has a V has to see, visionally, visualize, visual, vie for something. When you're vying for something, it's like a seed, something has to come out of it. So you are running for something. You are going through something. You are going through a ballot, and through the ballot you have to insert something. It's the energy. It's the frequency of the V. V don't play. Shout out to vaginas. Powerful things have to make you vote. Have to make you get hard. It's not an easy place. It's not an easy road. Shout out to that Rastaman, whichever song it is. Now, so let me show you. Kidu yothe ni lesson. What is this? What is this? So ũngĩthiĩ ũhate rungu kana handũ terega gũkinyĩra. Let's say you have a cupboard. Let's say you have a shelf. Let's say ni rungu rũrĩ kũndũ ũtakinyagĩra. Ũngĩhata after sometimes you collect this. Okay, what I'm holding. So what is this? It's a collection of things which you cannot understand. Ndĩtiguo uhataga uguo tondu ndungiwa ni rurenda. So ikoragwo ya collection of things. So what is this? Iki ni kira kia muthenya ungi. So riria urathama ri kana riria uraingira nyumba njeru ri, this is what you should be concerned about. Okay? And it can float. Kiguo ugithama ugitiga hata nyumba kana kuria urathi ugatheria nyumba, ukaigua mundu agikwira symbolically, ungikorwo ndurona indo ta ici no wagirwo ni guciruta symbolically ugitheria nyumba. Ukauga nyenda ici marwenda maya me guku ngingira nyumba ino ni ndatheria kigogo na kirari onogoro ndurona, but most of the time you are going to find them if you look carefully. No itinda mira yuke ha koguo no nginya ingia muririkania okwe na mundu enda guthama ungiona uguo. If you want to move, we have spoken about how to move, moving rituals, moving to new houses and moving out of old houses. Be clever. Nikigua nyumba ici ma apartment ukirwo deposit yaku no nginya ihuthirwo kuhaka rangi. Aria moe maundu ma ni moe, it was not about the color. Ni tondu kundu gungihakwo rangi no nginya gwitwo bundi moke ma scrap. No nginya kuhatwo nginya kuria kone na buraci, no nginya nyumba ethambio niga bundi eto oke ambe igirire base coat hake rangi ungi. Gutire kundu gungihakwo rangi na ukora nyamu ino nigetha nyumba iyo igire mundu ungi, tondu mwene ni nyumba iyo angia gwika uguo nginya no yage mundu kuringana no urari ku. No na mwene agika uguo ndoe niki tondu o eno watho akoraga ni marua mathondekirwo ma agent magisign ati deposit yaku ugacokerio kiuma nyumba niyo kahuthirwo kuhaka nyumba rangi. Kuhaka nyumba rangi ni gwika atia? Ni kweruhia. Kindu giothe ingihakwo rangi no nginya kieruhe. Kweruha ni guthambia, kweruha ni gutheria. Kindu giothe kireruha ni kirathera. Kindu giothe kirathera ni igongona. It's a ritual. Anyway, we no githamire na kanungaga. He nyumba ungingira uturi uthinite utaha marini. Now, tuma haria hakiria acuru kwagira atire mundu gukurora in this world. Irabatarwo wirore. Your government is not going to look after you. Your religious houses have been called non-essential for more than a year. So that makes you wonder, are they man-made? How can man rule over God? I remember sometimes last year nida muiguagira tha na ngauga I'm so sorry that you have to go through this. I'm so sorry that they have to call your houses non-essential. This year I have no mercy for you. You deserve it. You deserve it. Now, if you're still going there, if you're still lost in the age of Aquarius, the water bearer, so far maundu maya makoretwo magithi na mbere kuma 2012 na maundu mangi ta mau, you deserve it. Spirits love to suffer. You deserve it. Now, your siblings no agu ni gukimenya nigetha umenye atiriri angikorwo ni uturite ungathitie ukauga ndungithie thingira ndungitirwo mbugu ndungienda guthomerwo Akashic Records we ati undu wendaga kumenya tondu mothe ni magithirire haria kimuteini. Even in the animal kingdom, you can see a family of leopards standing around and killing one of their own. Athungu na urimu wao no kubafu wao ri mamitaga territorial wars, makauga that animal is being territorial. But what is a territory? A territory is a location, is a parameter. No, or the same dumb white person no aracokaga kwira atiriri. No ti dumb, ni akwa kimenya uria areka, ni acokaga kwira atiriri ati animal spirit. Oh, so an animal has a spirit, yes. The spirit of the Amazon. Ginya akura mutitu wina roho akameta the spirit of the Amazon. Kogo Amazon forest, it's a spirit itself, it's a frequency, and that frequency is dense, thick. Nikiwa ni thick Amazon forest. It's a dense, a collection of nations, frequency. Trees are nations. Don't go deep. It's too early. It's too early. It's time to go, actually. So, tender. Okay? It's money. It's a representation of money. But it being money, they have no option but to draw an animal. Ito no magisore no marege wikira nyamu haha. Weri wezi ati mekiraga nyamu to ni Kenya. No ngirora ni ukuona atiriri. Iyo ni giraffe. Na hena muti. So the giraffe is, there's a bush. There's a bush there. So by default, money has to be associated with trees. Tondu trees ni growth. Trees ni cire matunda na maundu mangĩ ta mau. They also cannot forget turia rekirira kia mbeca. Cannot forget to put the year that they made this. It has to have mwaka uria yathondekirwo. No nginya mature mandikite hau ino ni ya 2008. Wait, ndikamuhenie. 2018 na ena kirauni. Turia rioro wa kirauni giki kirona kina miruthi ha kinyitite matimu, what it means, because it's not yours. Okay? Kiria kiatuma ndinde ngimuririkania uhoro wa ati your siblings are not your sisters or brothers. There are very few who are actually your brothers and sisters, who are actually your family. Ni tondu ni ugukora mundu uyu urakorwo kigiria kinene muno hihi gia kukurangira kana guikara muturia wendaga ni ucio witaga brother yaku kana sister yaku. Uguo uronire riu nyamu yo eko Masai Mara ni nyamu iria ingi atira ni sisters maturite hamwe, tuturite tucihurite mbica, andu guma kuria maruma magoka makwa, I want to see those five, the leopard, the family of the leopards. So kikulacho kinguoni mwako. So mutianagirira mwari wa nyukwa, mutianagirira muru wa nyukwa. So it's high time to stop your growth. It can be anything. It can be a family member. It can be your mother. It can be your father. It can be your sister or your brother. Because a lot of people are lost in that loop of thinking, oh, ni mwari wa maitu. Oh, ni mwari wa maitu. So, issue with me. Oh, nditinikite. Guani gutinika. Kujirite nikuendira end video. But then again, we can still come back again and finish this video. But I will take what you call neuro boosters, okay? So my neuro booster has got Bruvavain, Mulane, Isohabo, and elderberry. Very important to take care of yourself. The government is not going to help you. It's good to supplement. Take your supplements if you need to. Ohabo supplements. Where's my copper cup? Copper jar. Where's my copper jar? Can't find my copper jar. Can't find my. I have no data. Okay, I have no data, so I have to wait until maybe when I get home over Wi-Fi. So that is what happened to our morning videos. Because at the moment, I'm not able to get the data that I used to get to continue these conversations on the road. So you have to wait until I get back home. Sometimes when I get back home, I'm also on a mission. I have a mission. I have a family, I have other plans. So when I get back home, I'm like, no, I have to work on something. Koguo riu wakora maundu magigana mbuguta ici ringi ni ciatũrũga. Now, so I was without kuririkania that even in the animal kingdom, what animals consider family maybe not be family. Like for example, that's family. See that man? See that man? Siba, kwa sawa? Yes, that can be family. So that can be family because he be doing what dogs do. You have to understand life, then find the book. Kuri thayo ucio ni njega muthaka ngwenda gukuririkania uguo, is just a reminder. When you have time, always pick the right thoughts.